Today, I'm going to be making Elvis Presley cake. I found this recipe on mariasmixingbowl.com. I will link it below so that you can click directly on that link and print out the recipe just like I did. I'm going to give you the recipe for everything. So you bake a cake, and then you're going to add a topping to it, and then you're going to add another topping to it. I'm going to give you all the ingredients together, but when you look at this recipe, you'll see that it's in different steps that you're going to use these things. I just got them all out at once. So it says you're going to need a white cake mix. I chose just a Betty Crocker white cake mix because that's what was on hand. You're going to need the ingredients for that cake as well. So to make the Betty Crocker cake, you need to grease the bottom only of your pan. So I'm using Baker's Joy, and I've already greased the bottom of my pan. You need 1 cup of water and half a cup of oil. And then you need 3 eggs. Well, guess what? When I broke my 3rd egg, 2 egg yolks came out. That's never happened to me before. So it looks like I used 4 eggs. I didn't, I promise. Those 2 came out and it was like, oh, that's a bonus. So that is just the stuff that you need. The water, oil, and eggs, that's just the stuff you need for the cake mix. Now, the other things you need for to make it the Elvis Presley cake, you need 8-ounce can of crushed pineapple. Well, when I went to the store, they were out of, they didn't have 8-ounce cans, they only had 20. So I put this on my scale, and you are going to use juice. So I just made sure that I got some juice out with it, and this is 8 ounces of crushed pineapple. You need 1 cup of sugar, a half teaspoon of vanilla extract, which is in there. You need an 8-ounce block of cream cheese, which I have right here. You need half a cup of butter softened, which is, I like to use half sticks. So it's 1 whole stick or 2 half sticks is going to be a half a cup. And then you need 3 cups of powdered sugar. So I already measured all that out. You need another half teaspoon of vanilla. So it's right there. And then you need 3 cups total of crushed pecans. So I have a plate here with 1 cup, and then I have a bowl with 2 cups. So you really need to read the directions beforehand because it just tells you 3 cups total, but you're going to be using those at different times. So the first thing we want to do is we're going to make this cake. So you're going to make this cake like you would any other cake. Like I said, cup of water, half a cup vegetable oil, 3 egg whites or 3 whole eggs. I'm just using the whole egg. I mean, you know, why worry about it? You heat the oven to 350 degrees. You can use a 9 by 13 inch pan, 2 8-inch rounds, 2 9-inch rounds, a bundt pan, or cupcakes. So you can do anything with this. But I'm going to go with the easy peasy 9 by 13. And so you want to mix this cake mix with all 3 of your ingredients here in your mixing bowl, and then we're going to be pouring it into the pan, and we're going to bake it for 29 to 34 minutes. So I'm going to put it in the oven for 30 minutes. Want to allow the cake to cool. This is after baking for 30 minutes, by the way. So this baked for 30 minutes. It came out perfect. You want to let it cool a little bit, and then you want to poke holes in it. I have this boba straw, and so I'm going to poke holes in it using this boba straw. So hopefully it's not too big. The directions say in a pan on the stove, boil your crushed pineapple, which I have in here, in the juice. 1 cup of sugar and ½ teaspoon of vanilla. And you just boil it for a few minutes. And then we're going to take that and pour it over our cooled cake. Now we're back over to our mixing bowl, and we're going to take our powdered sugar, which I already put in my mixing bowl, our butter, our softened butter, and our cream cheese, and we're going to mix these together. I have had these laying out since I showed you at the beginning. So the whole time the cake was baking and everything. So these should be softened. And you want to start slow because you don't want your powdered sugar to puff out. Okay, so we're going to take our mixture, we're going to take our vanilla and our 2 cups of pecans and stir that in. Now we're going to frost the cake with this mixture. Now, it doesn't matter if that looks perfect or not, because you're going to take your remaining 1 cup of pecans and you're going to put those over the top. So any little places where you might not have covered it completely, or any little imperfections, you can cover them up right now. Now, this is going to go in the refrigerator. It says for overnight or for 6 hours. So it needs to chill. Okay, I'm gonna cut this now. I believe I said before that you needed to put this in the refrigerator for 6 hours. If I did, I misspoke. It's supposed to be 8 hours. 8 hours in the refrigerator. Okay, here we go. It says Maria's Mixing Bowl. It says the author is Rob. And it says there's 12 servings, so I have no idea how many servings I'll get. But it's 515 calories, I guess, per piece. Okay.
I can't believe that, because boy, is it sweet.
Is it really sweet?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
even the cake is sweet.
It does have 3 cups of powdered sugar.
In the cake?
Mm-mm.
The frosting?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying even the cake is sweet, just by itself.
Mm. That was just a regular cake mix.
I wonder if it's a liquid you pour on top.
Probably.
Soaked in.
Probably.
Mm-hmm. Take a bite.
I forgot about that.
It's very good.
I forgot about that step. It's pineapple, which I haven't got any pineapple yet.
No, I didn't get that flavor.
There's actual pineapple pieces in here. Yeah.
In the cake?
Yep, I've got one right here.
Hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll tell you what,
that
cake is
itself is delicious.
It's very, very good cake.
You never hear me say that I would eat the cake without the frosting.
Oh, no.
This, I would eat the cake without the frosting.
It's super moist, sweet,
mm-hmm.
lots of flavor. Because usually the cake itself is kind of blah, just holds the frosting, really. This is really good.
It's delicious. And the reason why they give you a choice between using just the egg whites or the whole egg is because if you're making a white cake mix, sometimes people are worried about it having the yolk and turning it.
It'll slightly yellow it.
Yes. So for me, I knew we were going to completely cover it, so it didn't matter. But now, also, I think when I was showing you the cake, I was showing you on the back, oh, you can make a bundt cake or cupcakes or layer cakes or round cakes, whatever. This, you're not going to do that with this because you have to poke holes on it.
You can make cupcakes.
You could do cupcakes. I think that would be
As long as they don't really pile up over the paper.
Right. I think it would be time consuming, but yes, you could.
Yeah. I think this is excellent. I think the pecans on top is a little nuts, but I like them.
A little nuts or a lot nuts?
It's a lot nuts. Because it's a lot of them. I think it's good.
Yes.
I like the flavor of it. I really do like the texture and stuff, but it's almost too much as far as the pecans go. It just, you don't enjoy that creamy frosting texture because it's nuts everywhere.
Okay, well, I'll tell you, Kevin wasn't here when I made this.
No.
What you do...
As you can tell, I'm dressed up.
What you do is you make your powdered sugar, cream cheese mixture for the frosting, and you stir in 2 cups of pecans, which honestly was fun. It was still really gritty, but it looked perfect. You frost the cake. Then after that, you take another whole cup
Yeah, probably would have been
of
fine.
pecans and put it over the top. Honestly, that last cup is not needed at all. At all.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's very, very good. I love the amount of pecans. Just when you take a bite, you're missing out on that creamy frosting.
I could have also...
Because I like the frosting.
Put more pineapple in it. Because it wasn't a lot of pineapple. It wasn't, I mean, you saw when I spread it out on the cake, it's not a lot of pineapple at all. So truly, I think you could have used the whole can. So there's little things that I would do to tweak this recipe. I like the pecans. I think they're delicious. I just don't think it's necessary to use 3 whole cups.
No. I could get by with 2.
Yeah. And what makes this an Elvis Presley cake? I have no idea. No idea.
Maybe you just liked it.
I don't know. All I knew was that Elvis liked peanut butter and banana sandwiches. Fried peanut butter and banana sandwiches. That's all I know. I didn't know anything about a cake or a pineapple or anything. This was just one that I randomly came across on the internet.
Well, it's very good.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's one of the first cakes I can say, I would eat that in a bundt cake. If you do that exact thing and left the frosting out completely, that cake would be good. Yes,
that is a delicious cake mix. I think it was a Betty Crocker. I threw the box away. I think it was a Betty Crocker.
That and the poking the holes and pouring the liquid on there.
Yeah, you could do that part. The only thing is, it's ugly. You can't just leave these holes.
Well, a bundt cake, though, you could. Because a bundt cake, you're doing it on the bottom.
Oh, and then
once you flip it over, the decoration's on top, and it's still going to have all that moisture in there.
You sure could do that, and it would be a wonderful.
You just have to make sure you let it set for the 8 hours, let it soak in.
Right. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you know why this is an Elvis cake, you can let me know. Maybe Elvis just loved pineapple, but there's not a ton of pineapple in here, so I don't know. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.